Hello, everyone, this is Brain King. Today I'm bringing you my Meklord deck profile. So yeah, this is the main deck I used back in the 5D series, and it's my favorite deck I used. This deck, of course, is used by Aporia in the 5D series, and of course he's my favorite character from that series. And yeah, this deck is really awesome and very cool, and I just really liked it. And of course the fact that it sliced synchro monsters is very awesome. I wonder if they're going to actually do that for the new cards that are out, like the Link monsters. But yeah, let's get in this deck profile. So yeah, this is the other deck that I use. One of my other main decks that does not have an extra deck, so it's unaffected by the new rules. And even if the opponent is not using synchro monsters, this deck still does very well, because the monsters in here are very powerful. So yeah. So in the main deck I have 49 cards, and in the side deck I got 11 cards. And this deck does not have an extra deck at all. And yeah, it's a lot of fun and be very OP. So yeah, let's get into the deck profile here. So I got 3 Meklord Emperor Weissel, which obviously is my favorite Meklord Emperor. Of course, being the fact Primo is my favorite of the reincarnations. So I got 3 Meklord Emperor Weissel. Got 3 Meklord Emperor Grinnell. Got 3 Meklord Emperor Skeel. And got 3 Meklord Astro Mechanical, which is probably my favorite Meklord Astro monster. I just kind of wish they made those core cards too for each of the Meklord Emperors. Too bad they didn't make those cards, but maybe they will. But that's like the strongest card of the deck, anyways. Meklord Astro Mechanical. I got 3 Meklord Astro Dragon Asterisk. Got 3 Meklord Army of Weissel, which, like I said, even if they do have other abilities that even if the opponent isn't just using synchros, because if they're not using synchros, they do have other effects that are very helpful as well too. So it doesn't have to only be against opponent synchro monsters. But of course, if they are, then you can really punish them with the Meklord effects. Anyway, 3 Meklord Army of Grinnell. Three Meklord Army of Skeel. That's it for the monsters. There's 24 monsters in the deck. Got for the field spells, I got 3 for Tismo the Mobile Fortress. Another nice thing about this deck too is if your opponent wants to be safe, they'll have to destroy them by battle, because they destroy by card effects. You know, you can just special summon Meklord Emperors from your hand. Or of course you can trigger that effect too. Got 3 Meklord Fortress. Got 3 the Resolute Meklord Army, which is good because then they can't be destroyed by battle if they're in attack mode, so that kind of makes it so your opponent can only beat them by card effects, which means, of course, then you get your Meklord Emperor's effects from your hand. Got 3 Reboot. Got 3 Boon of the Meklord Emperor. And for the last spells, I got 1 limit removal, because that can also double, since they're all machine monsters, it can double their attack points and they get destroyed, which then triggers Meklord Emperor effects in your hand. Special summon them. So, really good card for the deck. Like I said, if it was at 3, I'd put 2 more in here. With the traps, got 3 Mech Time Blast. Got 3 Meklord Factory. And for the rest of the cards in the main deck, I got 3 Chaos Infinities. So yeah, I got pretty much 3 of every Meklord card in the deck, except for the 1 limit removal. The reason why these cards in the side deck is because since there's 24 monsters, I don't want to uneven the number of monsters to spells and traps, so at least I can get draw monsters and I'll just draw spells and traps, because I did at one point have these in there, but then I wasn't drawing the monsters much, so I just stuck them off in the side deck. So for the side deck, got 3 Gold Sarcophagus. Of course, you can search out any card. 2 Burial from a Different Dimension. There's no banishing in here, but in case the opponent does banish them, we always get them back. 3 Call the Haunted, which that can only really bring back the Meklord army monsters. And then 3 Jar of Avarice, of course, to recycle your cards. So yeah, pretty much a simple main deck and side deck. And yeah, like I said, this deck is a lot of fun, and it can be very OP, especially against synchro monsters. Being if they don't use synchro monsters, they do still have their own effects that can be very good. So yeah, like I said, that's it for this deck profile. And yeah, like I said, this is my favorite deck from the 5Ds era, and Emporia being my favorite character, so that's why I love this deck so much. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed the deck profile. Stay tuned for the next one. And this is Pring King. Sign off. Get your game on.